Did you know that the very first assembly of photographs to create a motion picture was a 2-second clip of a black man on a horse? And that man is my great-great-grandfather.
Great.
There's another great-grandfather.
Jordan Peele said it would be a spectacle, and that it surely was. I thought I was gonna get very, very emotional and cry before the film was gonna start because I was so excited for this film, so excited for this filmmaker to come up with yet another masterpiece, and that he did. Nope. Jordan Peele, Keke Palmer, Daniel Kaluuya, Stephen Yeun, Brandon Perea, so many beautiful, other wonderful, incredible, talented, and hardworking crew, staff, actors, cast. It was honestly brilliant from everything. I have my own system for reviewing, so let's just dive right in. I'm not going to tell you what the film was about because I want you to actually go and see it if you haven't already seen it. You probably already have. But here's my system. It's called Paco. Paco, I'm looking at the poetry, the action, the conflict, the concept, and the objective. In theater and film, we always talk about whether you're writing for the stage or for the screen. There's always something someone wants. There's always something someone is willing to do to get that. And there's always something in the way. The poetry of the film. What I mean by poetry is the spirituality. I mean the spectacle. I mean the essence of the film and what's the subtext lying beneath everything. And when we really look at this film for what it is, and we're talking about spectacle, and we're talking about the addiction to dopamine high and spectacle, people, human beings will do anything that it takes to get the thing they want. In this instance, it is OJ and Emerald Haywood wanting to capture footage of a UFO in order to get the Oprah shot. Undeniable, singular proof of evidence to be rich and famous for life as the people who got it. The spectacle of that, even us coming to see the film, is a spectacle. Jordan Peele says, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I mean, come on. The marketing of this film is so brilliant in itself. It's you can't run away from it. You can't not look at it. And that's another point. So many points in the movie. The pain of not looking may hurt even more than actually looking, because at least when you look at the thing, when you notice the thing that's going on, then you'll get sucked into it. But by not looking and engaging with it, you pretend as if it's not there. That is the beauty. Pretending that it's not there is also a commentary on American apathy. The idea of a cloud, there's a script I'll probably be working on in the future called Even the Clouds Cast Shadows, or just The Clouds Cast Shadows. And I think about the clouds, something so beautiful and innocent, casting down the earth something so dark and menacing, potentially in a shadow, giving the earth shade. And for this UFO creature, for this UAP, for this extraterrestrial creature to be hiding in something so innocent and it not move. Wow. That's the poetry I'm looking for. That's the symbolism. Us as humans are addicted to symbolism. I know I am. And that was absolutely brilliant. Action! These characters take action real early on. Action. There's something they're going to do about the thing they want. They want to capture this thing on camera. The thing that did kill their father. They now have to capture it on camera. And the action that they take in bringing in Angel, the guy who works at Fry's, who's just wonderful as an actor and artist, the action that they take to then bring him in after he has, y'all don't know how to set up these security cameras. It's so simple. And that's the thing about humanity. This film was really a masterclass in 1 + 2 = 3. 1 + 2 = 3. We want to get this footage of aliens. We don't know how to set up the security footage. Then we gotta bring in this person who does. But make sure they stay off, because we don't want them to, because if I bring them in on the mission, they're gonna want it from themselves. We understand how greed works. This coin, that's the thing that kills the father. An American coin. In God we trust. This thing that this creature was spitting out, because it couldn't digest it. It couldn't digest this metal, so it spit it back out into the earth. I saw this film both in IMAX and in a regular theater, and even both times, you are encapsulated by this. You cannot run away from it. It's like it engulfs you. When Jordan Peele says spectacle, he means spectacle. Concept. I mean, this was that. This was a social experiment, and a beautiful film at the same time. The concept of extraterrestrial creature comes to Earth after Jupe, this child actor who's now grown up, begins to test it, has continued to test it. Wow, just Haywood, Hollywood horses, in Hollywood of all things. And there's so many things that we didn't see in the film that we saw in the trailer, because the original cut, I believe, was 3 hours and 45 minutes, God. But with what we did see, this extraterrestrial, it wasn't just there was something inside of the UFO, but the UFO itself was the creature, was the evil entity, was this thing coming to cast abominable filth onto the earth and make us into a spectacle. And near the end of the film, when we see this UFO do something, if you haven't seen the film, do something that does, when you see this UFO do this thing, become, I'm just going to say it, it becomes almost angelic, horrifying at the same time, like this bird, like this butterfly in the sky, revealing what it truly is, revealing what it, and there's a lot I don't understand, the sort of green fabric whipping, that itself was a spectacle. It's like it's gonna lure you in, you have no choice but to look at it, and then it's gonna, boom, it's gonna get you. Conflict, boom. What's in between what the character wants and them getting it? Boom, we have this UFO. We have TMZ, that was funny. We have TMZ. We have filming equipment. We have technological disadvantages. We have weather. We have power and status. There are so many things in here. That's the human condition, the human need and want for attention, for love, for gratification, for, I mean, at this point, you know, it's not just the fact that OJ's gonna sell the ranch, but them capturing this footage on camera will save them, and allow them to have a prosperous, wealthy life. And in the end, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, just letting you know now, Emerald may not have gotten the Oprah shot, but what she did get was proof. What she did get was, in the end, she had to go to Jupiter's claim because all the technology wasn't working, the cameras were not working. Michael Wincott going, I want to do more research into that, into him walking up the mountain. There's something so symbolic of he says, we don't deserve the impossible. And he walks up the mountain. And then just, I don't know. This film is just amazing. Objective, this is so big, objective. Capture aliens on camera. We'll be rich, we'll be famous, but it's not even just capture aliens on camera. It's how do you work with a monster, with an animal, with a creature? How do we get this thing? Because at some point, when Emerald says, we got it, we got the shot, we got it, we did it, it's over, everything's fine. Boom, we don't deserve the impossible. And he gets swallowed up by this creature. It's like, what are you doing? The objective was so clear. I mean, from that got me. The relationship between creature, animal, and human, even though we are creatures and animals, is so significant. We see little Jupe on set with this chimp, and the connection there, that same connection there of the chimp and little Jupe happened with the balloon and the UFO at the end. The UFO that's what's so beautiful, not knowing that this isn't a thing. And the thing that you're gonna swallow is instantly gonna kill you. The balloon pop, the pop of the balloon, the spectacle, and you snapping out of something. And there were so many shots from the film where you see these film cameras in the studio and the side of it looks like little aliens, the same small aliens in Jupiter's Claim, and I'm like, Jordan, like, Jordan! It's so just beautiful. I can't wait in the future to work with Jordan and to create beautiful art in his presence. I'm just so honored that I got to watch and experience this film. I'm glad I was alive during this time. Thank God for Jordan Peele and bringing in someone like Keke Palmer and making her character queer and subverting all those expectations. Thank God for seeing so much in Brendan Perea and who he is and the actor and creator that he is. Thank God for Jordan Peele for bringing in Daniel Kaluuya. And thank God for Jordan Peele. I mean, oh, this film meant so much being able to see it for a second time. I went to an early screening, then I went to it the night before it sort of premiered everywhere. And I'm blown away by this film. There's so much to unpack. Even the horror in the daylight. It's the thing, the real horror isn't what you can't see. The real horror is what you can see, but what you choose to look away from. Hey! Had a very black moment there.
Gorgeous, insane film that you should definitely go watch if you haven't.
You watch this, I spoiled things for you. But it was honestly just truthfully incredible. And I know a lot of people were thinking, I wanted to see aliens, I wanted to see what they're gonna look like. Well, that wasn't the point. The point wasn't that aliens were going to emerge, but that the creature was the alien itself coming onto this earth to eat. It needed to eat and feed itself. And what it could not eat is what killed it. The thing that we choose not to consume is the thing that will end us in the end. And the real horror isn't in the dark, but it's about what we choose to look away from. Thank you all for watching. All these things I say as I send you on your way.
Come on.